Hello, welcome to today's yoga session where we're going to be focusing mainly on flexibility. So I encourage you to come down to seated and make sure that you're comfortable sitting on your seat bones. You're going to do a deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And then encourage you to bring your right hand onto the right side of your mat. Lift up your left arm up and over and bring your body all the way over towards the right, really feeling that stretch on the left hand side. If you feel comfortable, you can come down onto your elbow. If not, here is totally fine. And then from here, just a deep inhale and exhale and looking up towards the ceiling. Then bring your body back up towards the left. You're going to come down with the left hand onto the left side, the right arm all the way up, and come and bring the stretch over towards the left side. With a deep inhale through the nose, out through the mouth, and try and ensure that your knees are not lifting up from the ground when you're doing this. And then looking up towards the right. Ensure that your arms as well are from a nice distance away from the ear so you have this nice curve coming over. Then bring yourself all the way up, arms up overhead. You're going to come all the way down in front of you. Nice breathing in and out. And if you feel comfortable, you can also lower your head all the way down onto the ground. And slowly lift yourself all the way back up. This time you're going to bring your left arm over onto your right knee and then your right arm back round behind you. And you're just going to look out towards the back, towards the right. Again, ensure that your knees are not lifting up off the ground. Try and make sure that they're still pushing down towards the mat. And raise both arms up and over. And then you're going to twist over to the right, so the right hand onto the left knee, and then twisting and turning to look back behind you. You can even try and have your palms facing outwards, and then that will avoid you pulling your knee up and keeping it down. And slowly bring your arms up overhead and release. Then bring your feet together so that they're really touching each other into a butterfly. And you're going to bring your feet in towards you, and you're just going to bring your knees up and down to give them a little bit of heat, and that will increase the flexibility and mobility a little bit. Try and bring them in a little bit closer as you loosen up the hips. Then from here, you're just going to turn to the side of the mat. In a cross position, you're going to bring your hands behind you, and you're going to just simply push up your chest, bringing your shoulder blades together and your head all the way back. Breathe in through your nose and release. This time we're going to do the same, but you're going to bring your hips all the way up towards the ceiling. Head all the way back. And really feel like you're pushing your hips up towards, and concentrate on your breath. This can be quite tight for some people, but it's a great stretch. And then release. Then coming onto your hands and your knees, we're going to do just a little bit of cat and cow. So you want to be bringing your shoulder blades in together, curving your back and bringing your head all the way up. Then release, bringing your head all the way down, chin to chest, hollowing out the back and shoulder blades apart. Then reverse, head all the way up, curving the back, bringing the shoulder blades together. And then release, bringing the head down, chin to chest, stomach in, shoulder blades apart. Reverse once more, head all the way back, curving the back and bringing the shoulder blades together. And release, chin down to chest, bringing in the stomach and shoulder blades apart. Then back to neutral. You're going to raise your right arm all the way up towards the sky and bring it down under through your left arm. Then straighten out your left arm out in front of you, and you're going to sit back in this pose ever so slightly with your head onto the mat. Just breathing in and out. Then releasing from here. Back to neutral, bring the left arm up all the way to the sky, and then bringing it through your right arm underneath and straightening out the right in front of you. Relaxing your head onto the mat. Then slowly raising yourself back up to all fours and coming up to standard. So from here we're going to do a slight yoga flow. So we're going to raise all our hands all the way up to the sky, and then raise ourselves all the way back down to the ground. Just walk your feet out slightly here. Then you're going to bring yourself halfway up, tabletop, and then release. And then all the way back up. This time a little back bend. And then all the way back down. From here you're going to walk your feet out into plank pose. From here come slowly down, all the way to the mat. And then pushing yourself up to upward facing dog. From here, bring the toes underneath the feet, and you're going to push yourself back into downward facing dog and walk your feet out. Then slowly walk your feet up to the top of the mat. Stretch yourself all the way up, and then all the way back down. Halfway up to tabletop, and then release. Then bring yourself all the way back up again, little back bend, and then all the way back down. Walking back to plank. From here, slowly bring yourself down to chaturanga, up to upward facing dog, and back down to downward facing dog. Walking the feet out, and slowly walking your feet up to the top of the mat. Then all the way back up, all the way back down. Halfway up, release. All the way back up, little back bend, and all the way back down. Walking back to plank. Slowly down to chaturanga, up to upward facing dog, and back down to downward facing dog. And simply walking it out. Then from here, you're going to bend your legs and then push yourself and bring the right leg through the hands, raising your arms all the way up. Once you have your balance, you want to flatten the left foot behind you and turn your body over towards warrior two. So your left foot is facing forward and the right to the side. Come back down ever so slightly and straighten back up. All the way back down and then straighten up. So your right leg is now straight. Shift your hips over towards the side. You're going to bring your hand down to your shin, holding it on the right hand, and then the left hand up to the sky. Breathing in and out. Then bring your arms back up. You're going to bend your leg back into warrior two. You're going to bring your right hand down to the floor if you can. As much as you can. You can hold it up here if it's not comfortable, but really try and bring yourself down and over and bring the left hand up and round. From here, you're going to release your left arm down. You're going to straighten your right leg up, and you're going to try and turn yourself over, so turn the left leg over as well, and try and hold on to this position. If this is uncomfortable, you can shorten your stance, and you can also hold onto a leg if that's better, or onto the wall. But try and, if you can, just bend your leg, and with time you can straighten it as much as you can and really feel like you're coming from the hips. And if you want to go further, you can release your head and bring it down towards the knee. Then bend your leg back and come up to crescent lunge. Bring your arms back over and release into plank. Now you're going to bend your legs and bring the left leg through, all the way up to crescent lunge. Then flatten your right leg behind you and turn yourself over to the right side. So your hips is facing towards the right, left leg bent, right leg straight. Then you're going to straighten your left leg and bend it all the way down. Straighten and bend it all the way down. Then straighten once more. Bring your weight over to the left. Release the left hand onto the shin. Bring the right leg up and over, up to the sky. Then bring yourself back up to warrior two. Shift your weight over. Bring the left hand onto the ground if you can, if not onto the knee. And then bring your body all the way over to the left with your right arm up and curved. Then release the right hand down. Turn yourself and shorten your stance slightly towards the left. And if you can, then bend your leg and slowly straighten the left leg. And bring your head down. Then bring yourself back up into crescent lunge. Lower your hands down and come down into plank. And lower yourself down into chaturanga. Up to upward facing dog. Back down to downward facing dog. Walk your feet out. Then raise up your right leg. Bring it in towards you and through your hands. And bring yourself all the way up to crescent lunge. All the way back down. Bring it all the way back up. Bring it all the way through in between your hands. Come up to crescent lunge. All the way back down. Your leg all the way back up to three-legged dog. And bring it one last time through your hands up to crescent lunge. Release. And bring yourself back to downward dog. And walk your feet out. Then raise your left leg up. Bring it in towards you, in between the hands. Bring yourself up to crescent lunge. Back down. Release. Bring the left leg up to three-legged dog. Bring it through your hands. And up. Back down. Left leg through into three-legged dog. One last time, through your hands, all the way up, all the way back down, and down into downward dog. You're then going to walk your feet up to the top of the mat and come up. From here, we're going to go into dancer pose. So come to the middle of your mat, raise up your right leg, so all the weight's onto your left. Your hands are in prayer. Bring the left hand out in front of you and bring the right hand down to grab hold of your ankle. Then slowly shift your body weight forward and keep the left leg straight. And as much as you can, just keep hold of it and keep your balance. Push your weight against your hand. So your right leg is really pushing against the right hand to keep your balance. Then slowly bring it back into prayer and release. Then the opposite side, bring the left leg up. All the weight shifts onto your right leg. Keep it straight. Bring your left hand down to your left leg. Bring your right hand out in front of you. And you're just going to slowly shift into dancer pose. Again, left foot pushing against the left hand to keep your stability. Just focus on one point on the ground or in front of you. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Slowly bring it back and release. Quite often one side will be more difficult than the other, and that just comes with some practice. So come and bring yourself into lying down pose onto the mat. And just breathe out. Bring your hands next to your shoulder blades, a little bit lower. And we're just going to push ourselves up with the feet still on the ground, all the way up into upward facing dog. Breathe in and push yourself a little bit further. Continuously breathe through your nose. And release. And bring yourself all the way down. This time, lower your hands onto the mat. Lift them straight. Palms facing down onto the mat. You're going to slowly lift up your legs behind you and also your chest off of the mat. Try and keep your heels together and just keep looking forward and breathing through the nose. And then slowly release. Bring your hands back next to your chest. And this time you're only going to raise your chest and that your belly button should still be on the floor. And try and make sure that all of the stretch is coming from your lower back. So you should only be going up to here maximum. So you really feel a stretch in your lower back. Belly button still on the ground. And raise up your head. And then all the way back down. Now we're going to bend our knees. You're going to bring your right hand to your right foot from the inside and the left hand to the left foot. And you're going to hold on. If you can slowly raise yourself up off of the ground and come in to bow pose. breathing in and out through the nose. And then slowly release yourself down. Then again, bend your legs. Catch your right foot with your right hand, left with your left hand, and come back up. One more time into bow pose. Your knees should be off the ground, your head facing forward, and your back curved. And then slowly release down. From here, you're going to push yourself back into child pose. Lower your head onto the mat and bring your arms behind you. And from here, come up into all fours. You're going to walk yourself over onto your back. So your feet should be hip width distance apart. You should be able to just touch your heels. You're going to slowly raise up your hips up towards the sky and keep your hands flat on the mat. Then slightly lower down. Then back all the way up. And then all the way back down. Bring your feet up towards you. You're going to catch the inside of your feet and you're going to do a happy baby pose and just move yourself from right to left. Feel the bottom of your spine on the mat. So really push yourself down so that you're almost massaging it a little bit. And bring your knees in together and you're going to rock yourself up. You're going to bring your right leg in front of your left. Bending both. And come all the way up and you're just going to feel the stretch here. And if you can try and catch the back of your left leg. So your hand down to the right of your side and the left hand catches onto the left foot. And then that will also stretch here at the front of the thigh. So then you have a really nice stretch both sides of both legs. And then release. We'll swap legs. So bring the right foot behind, right leg behind, and then the left leg in front. And just holding the pose, feeling the stretch in here and to the side of the leg. Then again, if you can bring the right leg back, bending it over. The right hand catches the right foot. And you're just going to slowly come into this nice deep stretch. Then release. Bring the left leg behind you. And then bring the right leg in front of you in a pigeon pose. So the left leg behind is straight, the right leg is bent. And you're just going to hold it here and really feel that deep stretch on the side of your right leg. If you can bring yourself all the way down onto your elbows and even lower your head onto the mat. And when you're ready, you can slowly raise yourself back up. Bring the right leg behind and the left leg through. And we'll do the opposite side. So straighten the right leg, left leg is bent. And when you're ready, you can come down onto the elbows and lower your head. If this is too uncomfortable, you can of course keep yourself up lifted, just whatever you feel that you need for today. And slowly raise yourself back up. Bring your feet out in front of you and simply straighten them. You can walk them out a little bit. Bring your hips behind you. Raise your arms up to the sky and come all the way over. Lowering yourself all the way down, or as far as where you feel comfortable. Release the head so that it's not heavy, and wherever you feel comfortable. If you wish, you can also try bending your legs and having your rib cage onto your thighs, and then with time you can slowly lower them. The important thing is that you feel the stretch at the back of your leg. And when you're ready, you can come all the way back onto lying your back. Bring your left leg up, still bent, and bring it over towards the right side. Bring your left hand out to the left and look over towards to the left side, with the right hand on the left leg and pulling it down slightly. Breathing in and out. And then release. Opposite side, so the right leg coming up, over to the left, the right hand out, looking over to the right hand side, and the left is twisting. Breathing in and out. You should feel the stretch here at the stomach. And release. Coming up back up to sitting. Thank you very much for joining me on the mat. I hope that it was a good session for yourself, and yeah, I hope that by doing that you'll be able to gain a little bit more flexibility, and I'll see you at the next session. Bye.